To finish the car is kind of my favorite moment.
That's nice.
It's a great feeling.
For me, it's just like, wow, you know what? We're actually doing something that people appreciate.
It's like having a baby. You birth that kid and it's like, oh man, it's out the door and you finally get to get a little bit of sleep.
When the car is away from the building, it's almost like your kid's leaving the house. You kind of worry about it.
Well, at the moment it goes onto the Toyota trailer, that's the best feeling you can get when you're working on a car.
Pain doesn't go away. It's always going to be, the car will come back or it has to go to the shows or you're servicing it for the first couple of months.
It's a rewarding feeling. You feel good about them. You see them in magazines, you were a part of it. It makes it kind of special.
It's a load off your back. Get it into the photo shoot because that's the key. Gotta get in the photo. Gotta get the photographs. I get to drive a $1 million car, and that to me really gives me a lot of satisfaction.
It is. It's very nice to see that people appreciate something that you've done.
I'm more excited, maybe a little bit nervous.
Scion の Gen Y にアピールのできる、そしてまた彼らにふさわしい車ができたと思ってます。
We're always so close to the car. When the photographers come and they shoot the car, we get to stand back and kind of look at the car and its environment. So that's my favorite time is the car's done, it's getting ready to be revealed to the public. It's like I said, it's the only time all of us get to really enjoy looking at what we've done.
The rewarding part comes when you see it on stage. You realize how much all that work was meant and what it actually was for,
So much work goes into those things and nobody's ever going to see them. But we know it's there.
It's really hard. It's a hard thing to explain to some of the guys because not all of them actually get to experience that. And I wish that, we could fly everyone to New York or to wherever.
The experience of seeing your car on stage with all this press, nothing can compare to that. So I'm looking forward to enjoying it at the car show.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Vice President Scion, Mark Templin.
Well, good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us for the unveiling of an all-new Scion concept. We're going to show you another concept that pushes the creative envelope, showcases some great new features, and embodies all the vital elements of a Scion product with a stronger than ever hint of performance. Ladies and gentlemen, the Scion Fuse. This all-new concept was inspired by what designers have learned about the brand over the past 3 years, and about what inspires and motivates our owners. It was designed to be the new Scion sports coupe icon. The goal was to push the limits of a coupe concept by combining entertainment, digital technology, and versatility that it once sinister possessed. I'd like to thank our Calty team for this creation. Gentlemen, please stand and take a bow for a job well done.
So with this type of vehicle, I think you come and you really show what Scion can do and make the people hungry for it. And I think that's really important. Because at the car shows, who's really at the car shows? Journalists and more of the older folks. Even sure you have younger kids going there, but is that really going to reach them? I think they're already being reached in other venues for Scion, and I think that's important. It's what kind of generates the fuel for the next design. Yeah, we want that. Yeah, and kind of lead towards that. Do you like this? Do you not? some of these design cues may be incorporated into other vehicles. So kind of have to wait and see. And it's really kind of the public acceptance. That's how a lot of concept cars either become, reality or not. You get 10,000, emails, and people start putting down checks for a car, and you tend to start building that car. Because that's what concept cars are about. It's about reaching everybody, and the design becomes almost polarized to the fact that you either love it or you hate it.
Everything we do as a designer has to be shown to, more than a handful of people.
You have seen the car for so long, and you always wonder what people think about it, and what's going to do to the core audience and stuff.
It's really easy to criticize. You can go up and go, dude, check out that car. It's totally hammered.
When you're at a car show, you kind of stand behind the car, and people look at the stuff and critique about it. People might say bad things about it.
If they get too far off the left of center, people get look at it and think it's kind of ugly or something.
Sometimes it still hurts when people come and say, I think it's really ugly, or why'd you guys do that?
As long as most of it's positive, you gotta roll with the punches.
So all we can really do is defend our kind of philosophy in design.
Everybody has an opinion, and don't take it personal. Just learn from it.
That's how we learn from mistakes that we made.
So far, it's been a pretty positive reaction.
The journalists I've been talking to were very positive for the design, and they seem to like the car a lot. They're entertained by the fact that we had a lot of kind of eye candy as well as kind of functioning elements on there too. So I think we achieved our goal. It shocked people. Actually, during the reveal, there were a few laughs too, which we thought that was great. Because it's a car this is about personality and fun and attitude.
Five words, making it tougher. Urban.
It's new.
Cool.
It's just badass.
Different.
It's energetic.
Aggressive.
Clean.
It's fresh.
Not Toyota.
It's young.
Bold.
It kind of merges everything that we know about Scion and cars together in one package.
Go home and you freaking crash out for 3 months.
I can go home and sleep at night.
The project is done. You can go home and sleep.
I can't sleep.
We're pretty busy here, so it's on to the next project real quick.
We're usually on to another project. So we do have a little celebration dinner, in a local bar or something, and it's exactly what you imagine we did.
Gotta move on now to the next car.
Gotta go back and sketch the hotel room.
There's always that kind of anticipation of things to come. So it's scary at times, but then it's exciting at the same time.
I hope people trust in the fact that Toyota is really trying to push the envelope with Scion.
Scion it's going to be around for a long time. It's gaining a lot of popularity with the younger crowd.
So expect cool new things from Scion.